प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना से मुतालिक एक तकरीब में आपको ले चल रहे हैं जहां मरकजी वजीर वेंकैया नायडू शरीक हैं।
Important moves by this government, and fifth is other benefits related to long-term capital gain tax. Then single window system for ease of approvals, meetings held with the ministries of environment, forest, civil aviation, defense, culture, archaeological survey, consumer affairs, railways, etc. I myself took near 9 meetings. There are intersectoral and interdepartmental issues to housing construction. So the states, as said by CEO, the states has to show more interest because they are the executors, they are the land owners, and they are the bosses of the agencies that are executing this. So unless the states take interest, this scheme, however important and great it may be, so ease of approvals is very important. So please see to it that your municipal laws are amended, rules are amended, and municipal bodies within 60 days, application once is given, 60 days it is approved. If you get a response, if you get a reply, fine. Otherwise, that deemed to have been approved. ये स्थिति आना चाहिए, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाना चाहिए। केंद्र सरकार के द्वारा जितना एजेंसीज है उसके संदर्भ में मैंने मीटिंग्स किया है, काफ़ी इम्प्रूवमेंट आ चुका है। आने वाले दिनों में जो बाकी है वो भी हो जाएंगे। तो ईज ऑफ अप्रूवल्स इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट टास्क, improving the country's ranking in even ease of doing business and also in expediting the construction also. Then Prime Minister also has given us a 3-line mantra: reform, perform and transform. This also has to be kept in mind. The basic philosophy of the government is to make the life of common man, poor and honest individual, more comfortable. This Pakka house provides security to the family. A positive, safe and stable household is an asset to society. The man will have more peace to engage himself in other works. After the launch of this Pradhanmantri Awas Yojana, several meetings were held, interactions were held between the states, between the stakeholders, between the local bodies and all. Best practices have been explained, and then we have exchanged ideas also. Then I would like to compliment all the states that really worked well. And I would like to remind the states which are lagging behind, please expedite entering into agreement, expedite sending proposal, expedite giving approvals, expedite construction activity. This is my appeal to all of you. That is the purpose of your being called here. The states, of course, are wholeheartedly supporting this scheme because, as I said, political leadership also is under tremendous pressure. This is the most sought after scheme by any person, particularly the poor and vulnerable sections and the middle class. So I would like to really express my gratitude to all the chief ministers and also ministers concerned. But at the same time, while giving my warm appreciation to all the people who are involved in this mission, please remember that a regular system of the monitoring at the CM level has to be taken up. I have written to all the chief ministers. Then with the advancement of budget, funds are available to be spent. Normally budget money is released somewhere in April, May, and then June the revenue season starts. And then you can't do anything till the end of November. Then by December you have to give UC. Otherwise second installment will not be given. By March financial year will come. The Prime Minister is working hard thanks to the initiative taken by the Finance Minister and also the collective wisdom of the Parliament. We are able to prepone the budget and the releases can be made. And moreover here we have worked a system where if you send proposals we are approving them within one go. And then majority of the states have already got approval. And we would like to see that this scheme is extended to all the 4,041 notified towns, all cities, all towns. They are covered under this. Earlier it was confined to only few cities. So you have now every advantage. So friends, and the ministry, my secretary and other officials have sanctioned 17.5 lakh houses within a record time. So you complete that, and I have seen I don't have enough time to go into detail, but Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Karnataka, Paschim Bengal, इन लोगों ने सिस्टमैटिक मैनर में किया है. दिल्ली, हरियाणा, हिमाचल, उत्तर प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, जम्मू कश्मीर, राजस्थान, पंजाब अभी भी तो आगे बढ़ना है. इसके लिए वो लोग ज़्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए. Large states with substantial housing shortage make up for lost time now. Uttar Pradesh is lagging behind. I had a discussion with the Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister, newly Chief Minister also. He promised me that he will give topmost priority. Introduction of new verticals, modification of guidelines, innovations and procedural simplification have always been given top priority in implementing. Class MIG1, MIG2 have been introduced for the middle income group because middle class is an important component. They are suffering, new middle class. They have aspirations, but they don't have enough means also. That's why the Prime Minister also is keen, and then he has announced on December 31st interest subvention. For the poor people, 6.5% interest subvention. And for the middle class MIG, we have now interest subvention up to 4% and then 3%. This is a major concession given by the Honorable Prime Minister. But this should really catch up the momentum that is required. And then we have also done Aadhaar-based demand survey. We have also got it done by, now people can apply through the CSCs also. Public financial management system have been introduced rigorously to ensure fund flow. Banks are having enough money now. There is a lot of money available in the banks, in ADCO and other financial, National Housing Bank, other institutions also. Technology submissions have been incorporated. New construction technologies and techniques have been approved. Use of new technologies will help the fast tracking of the construction. Everything is done from the center to whatever we could do. So following critical parameters are to regularly monitored. One, complete and validated demand and assessment. Please do it at the earliest. Further we cannot take, because as we say 2022, you must be ready by all means so that you can have enough time. Based on demand, assess a clear plan for phasing out the construction of houses during the mission period. Third, budgetary provision to be made in our respective state budgets also. Fourth, regular monitoring of approved projects to ensure that they are completed on time. All states must have a robust institutional arrangement at the mission director level. Continuity of tenure at the mission director level in the state also is a concern. I would request all the states, don't disturb the directors till the goal is achieved. That's my suggestion to all the chief ministers. Then the state level monitoring committees have been delegated all powers for approving projects. That body should ensure that a regular feedback is received on the progress of the construction. So far, states, UTs are able to ground on 30% of the sanctioned houses and able to complete the construction of only 17% of the grounded houses. That is the reality. So I would want the states and UTs to take up demonstration housing projects of new technologies. And also, the Honorable Prime Minister reportedly emphasized the use of such technologies to enable faster construction. For the CLSS component, there are 4 verticals now: EWS, LIG, MIG, MIG2, to cover all eligible sanctions. The progress in CLSS needs to improve significantly. This is one area where it will catch up like anything, I am telling you. If you are able to really educate the people, enlighten the people, and reach out the people, this CLSS will catch up, because the middle class, they will come forward in a big way. Friends, ensure proper publicity and organize loan melas also. Loan mela is not like a real loan mela. You give loan, you don't ask for repayment of loan. This is a loan to help people to construct houses. That sort of an interest has to be taken. Should involve the private sector in a big way. The earlier day I was there in Kradai conference. They signed MOUs for up to 250 projects across the country. That's a very positive development. Hitherto they have not been taking enough interest in the affordable this thing. The ISSR, in situ slum rehabilitation component of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, should also be taken up on war footing in order to make our slums tenable and contribute to the purpose of urban transformation. The transformation which we are talking is incomplete if you still have slums also. Every city must have a plan for slum improvement and then construction in those slums also. That is all pledged to ensure the PMAY will be different from all previous missions, and the vision will get translated into action. I would like to briefly mention about the Real Estate Regulation Act. It is a most consumer-friendly law passed by Parliament in the recent times. The motto of the Act is regulation and not a strangulation. What we are asking is implement what you have promised, what you have put in the brochure, what you have put in the advertisement, nothing more. It should be very clear. And then I would urge upon all the states, please finalize the rules by 1st May. 1st May is the last day, no further extension. That means you are not willing. You are not willing for reform. You don't want any regulation. You want to allow these fly-by-night operators to function. That will be the message. A wrong message will go. That's why I would like to caution all the states. Please complete this by 1st May and also appoint regulator of the state at the earliest, because the real estate sector is suffering with bad image. Some fly-by-night operators have brought disrepute to the larger industry. Industry also is now realizing they are now debarring some of them to be members of their organizations also. It's a welcome movement. But I hope that every organization also takes care of the same. Parliament passed this Real Estate Act with a lot of expectation. There is a lot of hope among the people. I receive thousands of SMS every day asking, sir, when this is going to be implemented, etc. So please understand that there is an urge among the people. People are waiting eagerly. So don't miss the date. Complete it at the earliest and appoint the regulator. Accountability and transparency are the main purpose behind the Real Estate Act. It wants to infuse these two principles in the real estate sector. This is likely to renew buyers' confidence and give a fillip to the sector. This will also promote foreign investment into the sector. Some of the states have really taken steps, but the other states are still lagging behind. I don't want to name any state. Please have the rules notified and establish the regulatory authorities and the appellate tribunal with effect from 1st May 2017. No further extension, please. I am saying it politely, but afterwards you will be incurring the public wrath. You will be seen as if you are defending immoral, unethical, bogus builders. So keep that in mind. I am happy that the Finance Minister, living up to his promise, has issued the notification, Minister of Finance Infrastructure notification, 30th March 2017, updated harmonized master list of infrastructure subsectors. In that, in the social and commercial infrastructure, they have added affordable housing. This is the latest notification issued. And affordable housing, they have also explained what is affordable housing. Affordable housing is defined as a housing project using at least 50% of the floor area ratio, FAR, floor space index, FSI, for dwelling units with per capita area of not more than 60 square meters. Carpet area shall have the same meaning as assigned to it in Clause K of Section 2 of the Real Estate Regulation Act. This is the notification issued. And what does the Section 2K of the RERA Act says? Carpet area means the net usable floor area of an apartment, excluding the area covered by the external walls, service shafts, balcony, veranda, and open terrace area. It's very clear in the Act. And now that notification has been issued. Thus, carpet area covers only the area covered by internal partition walls of the apartment. This has to be taken note by all states, and using the RERA Act, we should regulate, we should not allow them to be harassed also. After all, private sector role also is very important. So friends, yes, I got the message that I have to go back because as I told you, Parliament is, nowadays Parliament also is functioning. And they have done a good job this time. They have approved 21 laws. In Lok Sabha, 21 legislations have been approved. And Lok Sabha has worked up to 117% as per the latest information. And Rajya Sabha, of course, it is lagging behind 93% because they are elders. Because the parliamentary system, whatever the vision of the government, if you want to translate the vision into action, you need legislative backing as per the constitutional mandate. So the parliament plays an important role, not only to highlight, not only to expose failures, not only to confront the government, but also to have discussion and also have meaningful legislations. That is the duty of the parliament, and I'm happy that is happening. Friends, as I told you, this is one of the most favorite programs of the Honorable Prime Minister, even myself. It is my dream. It is my fortune that I am heading two important programs. Earlier, the most favorite program of mine was Pradhana Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, connectivity to villages. Fortunately, I was the Minister for Rural Development at that time. Now, second most important thing is the housing. Now, I am fortunately Minister for Housing also. I wish that we all together work together and then live up to the expectations of the people, and there is no problem of money, there is no problem of approval, and then what is required is will. What is required is will, administrative skill, and if both of them are combined together, then you will be able to reach the goal of providing housing for all by 2022. So I hope that you will have a meaningful, constructive discussion, interaction in the coming this thing. I've been suggesting to officers also have less speeches. Speech is only just like a preface. There should be more interaction, more consultation, more exchange of ideas, and more understanding of the problems of each other, and then trying to find solution. That is the best way to work, and I hope that today's workshop will be able to really live up to the expectation, and then will be more constructive and useful. Thank you very much. Namaskar.